Today I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create a drum bag. I'm going to create this bag for a good friend of mine. I use leather. This piece of leather is fairly expensive. It costs maybe about $230. I could suggest that you use maybe some cloth or whatever you could buy. You want to have some sinew. You got to have your hole puncher. You want to make sure you have your I wouldn't call it a needle, but it's a needle. It's got a round point so you don't hit your hand. You want to get yourself some tacky glue. You want to get yourself a good pair or a decent pair of leather scissors. I use a Sharpie. You want to have a liner. You got to have a yardstick to rule, a ruler. I have my square. And I also have this straight edge to create a long strap. And then obviously I mentioned earlier the sinew. And you want to get a good length like this and do it ahead of time. That way you'll have it ready to go ahead and sew. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started. So again, this is almost the size of the drum we're going to have. So you want to get your square and you want to set it down. And we're going to go ahead and start marking. So you want to get it lined up and you want to use as much as you can. And again, this is a larger piece. So you want to make your lines and then turn it around and do the same up here. Create your lines. And then this is about, the drum was about 12 inches. This is almost the same size. So you could imagine right here. So okay, so you got your markers here. So you figured that this right here is almost a foot. So you want to have at least 2 inches to sew, and then you want to get another foot over here with the curve. So maybe right here would be 2. So you can imagine that you folding it. So we're going to go ahead and mark this side over here. And again, I used a Sharpie because none of this stuff is going to be seen because it's going to be on the bottom of it. Some people like to use this as the top, but this is technically the inside of it. So ideally, you want to be able to have it. So imagine this is going to be enclosed. So that's the top of it without cutting it. Then you're going to want to have this right here. I'm going to square this off. And then you want to have this flap come over on the fold. So I'm just going to be safe. I'm going to give it maybe another inch or 2. And then if it's too much, I'll cut that off and I'll use that for the back of necklaces. So, okay, so now we already went ahead and squared it off somewhat. So again, these come in handy. You don't need these, but these are some of my tools that I have from when I used to help flip houses and stuff like that. So I needed this. So you want to make sure everything's lined up. And again, it's better to have a little extra than not have enough. So that's going to be it right there. Again, so I used a Sharpie, and I suggest that I've been doing this for a while now. So, I mean, this is going to be all on the inside. It's going to be all tucked in. So it's not going to really matter. But I want to be able to have a good area so I can see. So you want to obviously get yourself a good pair of leather scissors and just start cutting. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to be able to at least cut those lines off. If not, you're going to see what I'm going to do in a minute. So again, it's important that we keep our I wouldn't call it a tradition because it's, you know, it's I say you keep our way of life going. Okay, so this is how the bag is going to look. It's not done, but the outside of the leather. So this is the other side of the leather. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 2 of these. That way I'm going to go ahead and let the person pick which one they want. I usually don't do this. Never do this, but today I'm going to. So I'm going to lay this down and give it a quick measure. Again, This is why you have so many sticks. Yardstick too small, so you want to get your larger one. So we're going to go here to here. We're going to go say 42, and then the square is going to be 42 by, we'll go 17. So 42 by 17. So you want to get this down, put this to the side for a moment. So we're going to get your square. We're going to go 17 across and then 42. So we're going to we'll start on this side. We'll go right here. Make sure to go all the way down on the outside. We want to use as much as we can. So we got 42 is going to be cutting it close. We're going to go right here. 42 down here. So we're going to go ahead and mark that. We'll go 42 right here. We're going to get our square. What I said, 17. So we're going to go ahead and, there's 1, 2, and go 17. Right there. We'll flip it over. What was it, 42? We'll go right there. We're gonna go 17 over. Flip it over, 17, 42. Right about here. Okay, so this is about the size of the drum I'm going to be doing. So we're going to go ahead and go up a little bit. And just to be safe, I'm going to go up a little bit more. It's always good to have a little bit more. I'm going to mark that, and then that's going to be your flap. So we're going to go ahead and mark it. There's my little Sharpie. Actually, for this one, I'm not going to use my marker. I'm going to use my little rally tool. So we're going to go to right here and mark that. And lay it down. We're going to go ahead and get our square again. So we're going to go, we're going to say about, we're just going to go with 9, just to make it an even number. Actually, no, we'll go 8.5, just to give it a little extra. 8.5. And we're going to come over here, do the same thing. This time it's going to be, actually I'll take it back, I'll come right here. Eight and a half right here. So that's where we're going to be. And then we're going to take this and we're going to fold it to the half mark right there. Put it down. We're going to start on this side. We're going to tacky glue this down. And then we're going to come over here and do the same. Tacky glue this down. So, okay, so I do have my glue here, but it's going to take some time to get that out. So I'm just going to go ahead and crack a new one. So what you want to do, you want to come on the inside a little bit like this. You don't want to go all the way. Again, this is just tacky glue, just to hold it in place. You don't want to go all the way to, because that's going to smear. You go all the way down. Again, you don't have to go all the way down, but I go all the way because it's okay if it gets, you want to be able to have that. And you want to go on this side too. You can always go on the inside, and that's why you got to give yourself a couple inches on the inside. And again, this is just tacky glue. And when you're working with glue and you plan to use it again, you could always leave it on the side like that. So you want to bring this up. Bring it up to right about there. We go through and line it up. Again, it's just tacky glue. Same thing on this side. Go through. It's gonna have a little space in between, but it's okay because the drum is gonna be puffing it out. You see, when it's drying, it gives it plenty of room. So the bag, it gives room in here, and then obviously it's gonna be able to fold down over it, and that's gonna be your bag. So we're gonna do 2 of them just to see how this one looks. This one has that little rustic look in it, and I might put a little, actually, maybe not on this one. I have a some pelt that I was gonna use. It's an otter, but I think I'm just gonna keep it whole for now. So just keep pressing on it. And then you want to get your hole puncher. I usually start on the bottom, maybe right here. And go all the way up. Have your sinew, you want to get a long extra one, just make it long. And then I start, because you want to start back here. Go through here and pull up. That way when you have your drum, you'll just see this from the back. This bubble part will be in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. So this is the end project right here. After you're done sewing, this is how the bag's going to look. You obviously got to decorate it and stuff. So the black one is the inside of it, and I'm going to finish sewing it, and it's done. And then this one right here, I'm going to create another bag out of it. As you can see, I'm in the process of it. So I'm going to take my hole puncher, put the holes down, and create another bag for it, like I did for my clapper sticks. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone that tuned in, like and subscribe, and go ahead, go up into the rest of the YouTube channel. Go ahead and watch and like and see your favorite native on there and support them.